One of my favorite appetizers for any holiday or event is classic deviled eggs. When I put them out, they are gone immediately when I'm hosting a party. And I just absolutely love to make them because you can be very creative with deviled eggs. Today, though, we are going to make my classic version. It's a great starting point, and they're absolutely fantastic. I'm Amy, and I'm on a mission to become a better cook. Hit the subscribe button below to join me. So now, let's make classic deviled eggs. So I always start out with really well-cooked hard-boiled eggs. And I have a video that I did that I show my process for making easy-to-peel hard-boiled eggs. Because I don't know about you, but every time I try to make deviled eggs, they're so hard to peel and I'm just ripping and tearing the whites. I have a special process for making them just like this. Look at how beautiful these eggs are. Shiny, perfectly out of their shell. This is how you want them. You also want them beautiful on the inside. So we're going to cut this egg like this, and look at this. Look at how beautiful that egg is. This is how you want your eggs to look. You don't want any green ring around here and discolor your yolk. Look at how beautiful that is. This is a perfectly cooked hard-boiled egg. So we've cut our egg into half, and I'm going to just take our yolk and I'm going to remove it and put it in this bowl on the side. They're usually pretty easy to come out. And find your favorite deviled egg plate. There are so many out there and so many beautiful designs. This here is a Temptations. It's floral lace and it is in the eggplant color. I just love this egg tray. This is what part makes your presentation look so nice, is with beautifully cooked eggs and a beautiful egg dish. So I'm gonna go ahead and just cut this egg in half, and we're going to remove our yolk. And I'm going to go ahead and finish these off. So let's prep our egg yolks. I have them here in a bowl. And there's so many things that you can do with these egg yolks. You could put all kinds of different ingredients in it. Some people even put salmon in it. But we're just going to go basic. So I'm going to start by just mashing them up a little bit. So one key to making really beautiful deviled eggs is to pipe these yolks into your eggs. Now I know people say, oh, it's kind of a pain, but actually when you put this in a piping bag and you pipe them in there, it's even easier to get the filling in there than when you're using like a spoon or a fork or something like that. So piping, even though it seems inconvenient, it's actually easier, and they turn out beautiful. So because we're piping them, we want this really mashed because we don't want any pieces to block our tip. And I'm going to go ahead and put some mayo in here. Put a couple tablespoons of mayo. Yeah. This is not an exact science. Usually 2 tablespoons does it for me. Looks good. And I'm going to put a very small dab of Dijon mustard. The egg yolks are already tangy, but I kind of like the way the Dijon, brings that tanginess out. I wouldn't really use yellow mustard. You want something that's, a little softer. I'm only going to put a small dab of salt because that mayonnaise has got a lot of salt in there. And I'm going to put a dab of ground white pepper. I'm putting white pepper instead of black pepper just so I don't get those black specks in there. So let's set up our piping bag. So what I have here is a decorating piping bag. It's what you use for cake decorating. I buy it in this box of 100. These are 12-inch. I usually have 12-inch and 16-inch bags, but for this we want a smaller bag, so we're going to use the 12-inch. Also, I have a number 17 Wilton star tip. I have a bag tie and I have a coupler, and that just keeps it from spilling out. So what we're going to do is we're just going to cut the end of the bag off like that. We're going to slide our coupler in. This is your coupler, and it comes in two pieces. You're just going to take this piece off, and we're going to take our coupler, put it into the end of the bag, and you always have to judge how big your coupler is. You might have to make a second cut on here just to get your coupler through. I didn't cut it far enough the first time around. So your coupler is going to come out like that. Then you're going to put your tip on. You're going to put this end piece on here. You're going to screw it down. That just keeps anything from leaking, and it's great for when you're doing cakes because you can change that tip out without having to make a whole new bag. So I put the bag in a cup like this. It just makes it easier and it stands it up. We're going to go ahead and we're going to put our filling in here, our egg yolk filling. This makes it way easier to fill. I know they sell like bag stands that will do this. I'll put a link to all this down in the description. But it works really good just in a glass too. We're going to go ahead and squeeze it down. And I always like to tie my bags off. I have these Wilton bag ties, and all you do is go around here, tie it off, kind of like a balloon a little bit. So here are our beautiful eggs, and we're just going to take our piping bag here, just squeeze it a little bit till it starts to come out, and we're going to pipe in here. And you don't really need to do it all that fancy. Just give you a little whirl like that. Look at that. Beautiful, right? Just fill up your eggs. I had a little bit of a big piece in there. Woo. Wow. Love it. See how much faster you fill it like this instead of having to scoop it in there? Wow, they look beautiful. My eggs have a little bit of a gap here. I don't know if this egg had some kind of defect to it, but they look beautiful. So let's top it off with a little paprika. So I have this big, huge thing of paprika. So just sprinkle. It doesn't even matter if you get it on a plate because that just adds to the drama, right? Beautiful. Look at our deviled eggs. They're absolutely fabulous. You want to try one? I want to try one. They're delicious. The little bit of mustard adds a little bit of tang to it. They're delicious. I absolutely love them. So guys, we have classic deviled eggs. If you want to add anything to your yolks, you can get really creative. This is my classic version. The little bit of mustard adds that little bit of tang, and piping it makes for a beautiful presentation. So I hope you enjoy this. These are absolutely fantastic, and they will disappear the minute you put them out on your table. So I hope you're having a great holiday season. You get your menus going. You're getting ready for our Christmas holiday and New Year's and all the other holidays in the month of December. I hope you really like this classic deviled eggs recipe. If you would like to join me on my journey to become a better cook, hit the subscribe button below. You can also find me on amylearnstocook.com and on Pinterest and Twitter. You can find me at Amy Learns to Cook. On Facebook, my group is Amy Learns to Cook. We have a great time in that group, and we talk about food and gadgets and all that fun stuff. Also, you can catch me on Instagram at Cooking with Amy. Yum. Should I eat another one? Why not? That is delicious. You might have to make more than one trim on your bag, just so you get the coupler to go through. So, classic deviled eggs, guys. So guys, we got classic deviled eggs. So guys, we have classic deviled eggs. So guys, we have classic deviled eggs.